Hey everyone, this is Alfred from The Prompted, and let's grow your Shopify store. Today we're looking at another customization to increase your conversion rate. And that's by adding the option to include discount codes directly in the cart, which normally is only available on the checkout page. But a member in Stress-Free Scaling who were helping to add an extra 20 orders per day wanted it in the cart instead, similar to Casper, Lomi, and Movement. And if discount codes are an important part of your funnel, then this can work really well because it reduces the friction in the buying journey. Letting customers add the discount code and seeing the reduced price earlier means that they get that dopamine hit right away, and they'll be more likely to check out and buy your stuff. So in this video, we're going to show you how to use our version of this customization, and then we're going to show you the step-by-step instructions to add it to your store. But before we start, I just want to quickly mention our free email newsletter again. If you like these conversion boosting customizations, then when you sign up, you'll get access to every customization we've shared on this YouTube channel. But even more important than adding a feature to your store is to get more customers and more sales. And that's what we talk about in the newsletter. So if you're interested, click the link in the description below to sign up. All right, let's take a look at adding discount codes in the cart. Okay, so we're in our demo store and we've added an item to cart, and you can see down here that we've got an option to add discount codes directly in the cart. Now, normally that's only available on the checkout page. So you can see here on the checkout page, we have this bar to apply discount. That's how we would normally do it. But what we've done in this customization is given you the option to add it into the cart as well. And so let's take a look at how this works. We've got a discount code save25. We can apply the discount, and you can see here that the discount code shows up and our cart value has gone down, right? Does exactly what it's supposed to do. If you have another discount code, that stacks with it. In this case, this one has been set up to stack. You can apply both, right? And so in this case, it's actually a line item discount code, so it shows up for the individual line items. And so now we've got two discount codes. If we check out, we can see that our discount codes have been applied. And then if we want to remove the discount codes, we can just hit the X button there, and it will be removed from the cart. So it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, if you have some discount codes that aren't real, so we can apply discount and it's going to give us some sort of error, right? Or if we try to do the same one twice, it'll give us a different error, right? So let's say do this one here, already applied. And so it's pretty straightforward. It does what it's supposed to do, adding the discount code to cart. And so let's just hop into the theme settings to take a look at what kind of customizations we can add to this. And so first of all, let's change the cart to a page so then we can actually see the changes live instead of having to pull open the drawer every time. And this works on the cart page as well. Let's make it pop up actually. Okay, and let's save that. And let's add something to cart so we can actually see what's happening. Okay, so cart discount settings is where all of our settings are. And the first thing we have is a master switch. So if we turn that off, it'll just get removed from the cart. But we are going to want to turn it on for this video. And now you can actually change some of the settings here. So the first one is the text inside of this button here. If you want it to say just apply, for example, then you can do that and it'll just say apply. Or if you want to change the text that it says here, let's say, for example, enter discount code instead of enter discount code here, we can get that placeholder text to be different. And here is an option to add sort of a message to your customers. So it's a small little blurb. In this case, we say shipping discounts can be added at checkout. I will get into that a little bit later, but for now, all you need to know is you can kind of put whatever message you'd like to explain what's going on to the customers. Next, we have a whole bunch of options to change the colors and the font sizes for these different elements, right? So we've got your placeholder text here, you have the message here, you have the buttons here. So that's the input field styling, right? Colors of it and size, the button styling, and then also the pills. So if we add our discount code, so you can change the size of this and the colors of this as well, and the note, right? So that's this right there. So all these are all customizable, so that if you have certain theme colors or sizes that you'd like to change so that it matches your theme and your cart, then you can do that. Same thing goes with the error messages, right? So we saw error messages earlier. We can also change the size and the color of that error. You can even change the text as well, actually. So discount code is invalid or not applicable. You can change that text so that it says what you want it to say. Okay, so now those are all the settings to customize it for yourself. Let's go back to this here. So shipping discounts can be added at checkout. So normally discounts are only applied on the checkout page, which is what I was saying earlier. And what we've done here is we've done a little bit of a workaround. So you lose a couple of small things in order to gain the ability to add the discounts to cart. So the first thing is that the cart doesn't see the shipping address, right? So any shipping discounts are not stored on the cart level. So if you try to add a shipping discount on the cart, it won't recognize it. Now, if it's still a valid discount, for example, this one here, we can apply. It's going to say it's invalid, but when we check out, it actually shows up on the checkout page. So that can be a little bit confusing. So I wouldn't recommend that you tell customers that it's possible. Instead, we should just say, if you want to apply a shipping discount, then do it on the checkout page, or shipping is calculated on the checkout page. This way, we can avoid that confusion. And then the other small little change that happens because discounts are being applied on the cart is that sometimes there are certain messages that on the checkout page that tell you why a discount might be invalid. Maybe it's expired, or maybe the items aren't invalid with this discount code. Sometimes you have certain conditions that need to be met. On the checkout page, you'll get some of that information, but unfortunately on the cart page, we don't have that resolution. We can't actually provide those messages unless we kind of do a much bigger customization that becomes much more complex. So for now, all you get in those scenarios is that it's just invalid. But for the vast majority of you, this should work just fine, and you don't need to really worry about any of those things. All right, so if this is a customization that you want to use in your store, then let's show you how you can add it to your store now. Okay, so we're now in our Shopify admin, and we've just installed a brand new version of Dawn. All we've done is just rename it, and we don't have the customization in this version of the theme anymore, right? So discount code input is no longer showing, even though we still have our discount code applied. That's because it's still any order level discounts can be seen in cart, but we can't actually modify them directly in cart. That's only on the checkout page by default. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the feature to be able to control your discount codes in the cart on this theme here. And to do that, we're going to need to make some theme edits, which will involve a little bit of code, but don't worry, I'll give you all the code that you need so that you can do this yourself. Now, to access the code, all we ask is that you sign up for our free email newsletter. You'll get access to the code for this customization and all of the other customizations that we share on this YouTube channel. But on top of that, with the email newsletter, you'll get insights on how to grow your customer base, how to get more sales, and grow your Shopify store. So if you're interested in that, then you can click the link below to sign up. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the theme. All right, so if you're working on an existing theme and it's not a new theme, then you're going to want to do this because it backs up your theme. So if anything goes wrong with the changes here, you can always revert back to your previous version. Now we've already done that. It's actually a new theme here, so we're just going to directly edit code. So the first file that we're going to be editing is going to be the settings_schema.json file. And here are the theme settings. So actually, if we go into customize theme and then hit theme settings, you can see here we've got our cart settings, but we don't have the discount codes showing up. And that's because we haven't added it in yet. So if we come back to the settings_schema.json file and then look for cart, hit next, you can see here all of these cart settings. That's these settings down here. And we're just going to place our settings beneath it. So if you click up here, you can see that this curly bracket gets highlighted. It will highlight the pair as well right there. So we can put a comma after it and then add some space. And then we're going to copy and paste our code into there. So there we go. That's pasting it in and save. And now if we refresh, we can see that the cart discount settings are now showing up. Now these are just the settings. We need to add more code for these settings to actually take into effect. So we'll come back here and we'll move on to the next file, which is the main cart items.liquid file. So in here, we can see that we've got this cart.js that's being loaded up inside of this unless and end unless. So we'll just come right after the cart.js file and we're going to paste in our second code block right here. Okay, and we will save that. So this file is actually for the cart page. And we're going to move on to the cart drawer.liquid file, which will be for the cart drawer, obviously. And there's two files here that actually have the same name, right? So the first is a section, the second is a snippet. We want to use the snippet file. And we are going to see that there's these JS files loaded up at the top. We're going to come right after there and paste in that same code block that we just pasted in the main cart items file as well. Okay, so next, after that, we are going to be looking for the footer in this file. So we'll go Control F footer, hit next, and we're going to find this div class drawer footer. So we'll come right beneath there, and we're going to paste in our code for that right there, and that is that will render the actual discount code itself into the cart drawer. Now, if you want it to be placed in a different spot, you can actually adjust its position. So you can take this line and place it somewhere else. So for example, here's the code for the cart note. If you want it to be beneath the note, then you can put it underneath. Or if you wanted to put it beneath the totals, right? So it's like the pricing and all that, you could place it here, for example. So you can shift it up and down as you see fit. But for now, we're just going to place it here as our example. Okay, so we're going to save. And the next step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to the main cart footer. So we're actually going to now place the discount bar into the cart page, the footer of the cart page. And we're going to Control F and look for subtotal. Okay, so this is where all of the pricing calculations are made. And we're going to go right in the JS contents here, and we are going to paste in our code right there and save. Okay, so now we've added the discount code render into both the cart drawer and the cart page. But as you can see here, we've got this squiggly red underline saying that this file doesn't exist. which is what we're going to resolve now by creating the file. So we'll add a new snippet, and we're going to call this cart discount codes custom.liquid. Done. And we're going to copy and paste our code into there. And then we have one last file to make, which is a new asset file. So we'll create a blank JS file, and we'll call this cart discount codes custom.js. Done. And we'll paste in our code in here and save. Okay, so with that, that's all the changes we need. We can refresh our page now, and let's activate the cart progress bar. So we're going to come down here, we'll enable this, and let's do this on the cart drawer as well. So let's change the cart type to cart drawer. Let's change this currency format to remove the currency codes. Okay, so we'll save. These aren't necessary. I'm just doing this for my own preference. Really, all you need to do is just enable the cart discounts. But let's now refresh our page. And well, we already have something in the cart, so why don't we open it up, and we can see here, we've got our prompted shirt, and we've got a discount already applied. So we can actually remove this if we want. It gets removed. We've got our discount bar. We can put in a different discount in, and it gets applied. So there we go. So that's how we can add discount codes into the cart. And you can use this customization to improve your store's conversion rate by giving your customers a chance to see their discounted pricing earlier in their buying process. For more ways to increase your sales and improve your store's AOV and conversion rate, then sign up for a free newsletter. We've got lots more insights to share with you, but that's it for today. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.